What the holy hell she flew all that way and you're just friends? Are you high? You are living up to the name Bozo, cause damn, you are a clown. It is not an over-exaggeration to say that we are seeing some of the worst people we have ever seen on this show. And again, that's not me just being over the top. That is literally what we are seeing. Most of these are not good people, and the others are being used. There's just not much good going on here, and it's terrible, but we will get to all of that. But first, how tight will Adnan tighten the grip on Tigerlilly, and will she finally be fed up? Will it finally be revealed that Faith is actually being used by Loren? How many times can Brian play the victim in one single episode? I do not have all the clips, but I do feel bad for Ingrid, even if she is or was trying to use him to begin with. Is Niles turn out to actually be a liar and Matilda is not all at fault? And what did Bozo actually do when Vania and him finally met for the first time? But before we get to all that, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I appreciate all the support. You know what we're going to start with, though? We're going to start with the most insane, most neurotic, most mentally ill person I think we've ever seen that actually thinks she is God. Yes, you heard that right. I am talking about Renee. Wonderful Renee, and Chidi just cannot walk away yet. He just can't. I don't know why. Maybe he's almost to that point. But dang, this girl has got problems. Let's see what we're dealing with this time.
Yesterday, I asked Chitty to move to a hotel with me.
Oh, did you?
It turned into the entire family just ganging up on me.
Oh my holy hell, good Lord. She is just a pathological liar. That is not what happened. What actually happened is she lost her damn mind. The husband of the sister actually kept his cool. The sister was like, something is wrong with you. And they're trying to tell Chidi something is wrong and trying to have an actual conversation, and she lost her damn mind. But in her mind, everyone ganged up on her and she had to leave to go to a hotel. Okay. Seriously, though, I'm thinking personality disorder, probably borderline. Seriously, this is a textbook case of borderline. If someone's out there, someone's watching this that is a psychologist or someone who actually is qualified, let me know. I could be wrong. But damn, with all the relationship stuff, with all the manipulation, with all the me stuff, I'm thinking borderline.
I have a lot of pain deep down.
Oh, do you? Pain.
I've been hurt so much in the past throughout my life,
We all have
especially
at some
with
point.
romantic relationships.
Mm-hmm.
When I was about 3 months pregnant,
Oh.
Lexi's father literally just one night just gave me a hug goodbye and never, ever came back.
Now, do you think maybe there's a little bit more to the story? Because earlier on, she talked about these relationships and the parents of her kid, or the fathers of her children, like it meant nothing. Like it was just hookups, like it wasn't a real relationship. And now all of a sudden, you're going to try to act like this person left you in the middle of the night, like y'all were laying in bed, ready to get married, loving relationship, and he get up and left. I don't buy it. You are lying. You are a liar. What you did is you never had any kind of commitment. You kind of did whatever you wanted to do, slept around, whatever, had kids, great. You at least got something good out of it. But now you want to kind of retroactively say, but I was hurt. With what? That's not what you said. You made it seem like this is the first real relationship because everything was meaningless before. So are you trying to retroactively change that, or what's going on?
If I want her back, because that's my utmost desire.
No! What the hell are you even speaking of? Look at them. They are confused. They are confused. Look at that face. That says it all right there. The sister's like, how? She's like, wow. Like her face is wow. Try not to say anything because she's been good. She has been good. She's been trying to be really, really nice, and I can't think of the proper word I'm thinking of, but trying to be really nice and everything to Renee and accommodating. That's the word I'm thinking of. Accommodating to Renee and everything. And no, Renee just bashes it and says, why do you look angry to her that one day? And just starts it all off. It was her fault. You know what? I don't blame her. But yet she's trying to be respectful to her brother. So that is the balance she's trying to find.
There is this war mentality that she has.
Yes, she does.
You and me are a team against her.
Yes, absolutely. That is the exact mentality. She cannot come in and say, hey, we need to come together. And the sister goes on to say that she can't be about harmony. She can't be about like us as a family. Instead, it's us against you. And she wanted to come in and look at like the sister was trying to control him as she was helping him walk while she was showing Renee how it needs to be done because he's blind. Instead, your sister's controlling you. The dude can't see. Like, what is going on in your mentally ill head? Do you have two brain cells to rub together up there? Because I just don't think you do. Please, you know what? I can ask my wife these questions all day, and I know her answers. Women out there, please tell me, is this normal behavior from Renee? Is this something that you see normally? Because this is something that I call crazy. So please do tell.
Whatever comes, I will support him. I will still be for him, but I won't stand in the way.
That's, she basically went on to say, or said right before that, it would break her heart that, if he chose one way or the other, or it drove this wedge, but he's going to support her. That is a good sister. You know what Renee did? She came in and said, I had a feeling 10 years ago that I was going to have a problem with a sister, and look, it came true. That's like if I said, you know what, I had a feeling like 30 days ago that one day I was going to eat some Mexican food and it was going to kind of upset my stomach. And look, it came true a month later. Like, are you high? Like, if you start thinking of that and thinking of stuff in your past that you thought might come true, you're going to think you are a prophet. And I really think she does. She thinks she is like some sort of prophet or God himself. This lady has a problem. Serious one.
Door, literally, like, I wait for that knock to think he's gonna come surprise me, because that's what I would have done,
What are you even talking about?
Me so much.
She says, I can't figure out why he doesn't like me so much. Did she pass him a note in middle school and say, do you like me? Check yes or no. I mean, this lady is the most immature person I think I've ever seen on the show, who's also trying to be an adult with kids and property back home and everything, but yet has this extreme immature personality who really has no business being in a relationship because she can't even handle herself. She can't handle her emotions. She can't be mature about a damn thing in her life, and yet she's going to try to act like she knows what it is to be in a relationship, what it is to get along with a significant other's family. Yeah, lady, all you're going to do is leave destruction in your wake. You are going to burn everything down, walk away, and say, why did they do that to me? Borderline. No doubt. I don't even, seriously, I want a professional opinion just because, hey, why not? But I'm going to, diagnosis, borderline.
Like being blind, not being able to see, having someone always yelling on your head, shouting.
Yes. That might be a problem.
It's unending and something that is part of her.
It's unending, the yelling, the shouting, it's unending, and it's something that is part of her. You are answering your own question, and you don't even realize it. My God, Chidi, walk away. For the love of God, I'm sure you can find someone there, whatever. You can find another American girl that's not bat crazy, but walk away from this one. You'll thank me for it later. I'd be happy to have a one-on-one conversation with you, buddy, because I'd love to hang out with you. But damn, walk away from this.
Sometimes you just let something
listen to your friend.
That's the best for the both of you.
Yes, the friend is genius. Saying, if you love her, let her go. And the friend's like thinking in his mind, I have to think of some way to get him to walk away because he's not going to if I don't think of the magic words. So, great way to go. If you love her, you'll let her go. My God, listen to your friend. Listen to him. Put on your listening ears, buddy, because it's time.
Family has really come between us. I'm feeling hopeful because I know Chitty. He loves me and he cares for me.
Do you?
And he would never let me walk away.
So you're going to send him pictures of you in some lingerie, but he'll never walk away. But he's saying that he might need to have a conversation with her. So this might be it. This might be him finally making that call. And he's going to say something she doesn't like, and then she's going to go off, and he's finally going to be like, I can't take any more. Either way, walk away, my friend. You don't want none of this. You don't want to be pissed off with kitchen knives and stuff in the house because she's crazy. She's absolutely crazy, and you don't deserve that. So walk away. We will see, because this one's she's the worst. She is by far the worst person who has been on the show. It's not even close. There's been some bad ones. She is the worst. She has got serious mental health concerns. I think she could hurt someone for real with that kind of crazy off the hinges rage, while always thinking she's the victim and always thinking someone's out to get her. That's dangerous. It seriously is. Now, Vanya is successful in America and making her own way, doing her own thing, good for her, and Bozo is lying about being a basketball player. It's ridiculous. You would think that would be enough, just kind of, I know she doesn't know he's lying about the whole, I'm making money playing basketball, when he's like, yeah, they don't want me anymore. I played semi-professional, and I can't imagine as much in Croatia, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Either way, the whole thing about meeting online and then flying over and doing this whole thing, it's ridiculous. She should, come on, you can't find no one over there in the United States, just, you got a problem. But either way, craziness abound, we will see, but it gets even more interesting than that.
Finally, I'm so relieved to hear from him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Even though I'm arriving later than expected, my mind is finally at ease.
How? Now, let me set this stage for you. I'm assuming you've probably seen the episode if you're watching this. But if you haven't, what happened was she couldn't get a hold of him for almost the whole time she was flying. And when you're going over to other countries, depending on where you're going, but a lot of times you can be flying all day. So she decided to leave even though she couldn't get a hold of him and was flying almost the whole day until she finally got to Germany and couldn't get a hold of him. Now, that might think you're being like catfished or something like that. But she finally did get a hold of him, and her inclination is to say, my mind is finally at ease. Why? That should have been your first red flag. But no, she's at ease. Okay, we'll see where this goes. What did you find? No, what is that? No! I found it in the dumpster. Listen, man, I'm all for trying to save $1 here and there, but damn, you can't even spring for, I mean, it's a plant. You couldn't get flowers? You couldn't buy something? You went dumpster diving for a plant? What on earth? Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Listen, this is going to be a dumpster fire. I don't know how to tell you, but it gets worse.
Yeah, it's the first time meeting in real life.
Are you like official or maybe something in between, or?
Oh, we are just nice friends.
What the holy hell she flew all that way and you're just friends? Are you high? You are living up to the name Bozo, because damn, you are a clown. What on earth is this mother talking about? She flew all this way over there. Y'all are acting like you're all about each other, and now you're going to tell people that are there that you're just friends. That's the route you're going. He has an explanation, but I guarantee you it doesn't get any better when you consider the fact that you were okay with her saying, I'm going to fly halfway around the world, but we're just going to say we're just friends. This whole thing, I'm going to find someone on a dating app and go over there, is crazy as it is. I'm not saying she did a good thing, but he could have said before she flew over there, by the way, I just see us as friends, let's take things slow. And then she could have made her own decision about, hey, maybe I'm not going to just fly over there for this. Let's see her reaction to that. Look at her. Look, she's like, what the holy hell did you just say? Like, she doesn't even know. Like,
no, we're not.
Well, she's like, what? No, we're not. And by the way, you're telling this to complete strangers. They mean nothing to you. This isn't like, I'm sorry, I didn't tell my sister, so I'm going to find the right time to tell her, which would have been wrong anyway. But these are complete strangers. Why? Why do you feel the need to do that? Maybe it's because he's an idiot and you shouldn't be with him, and he's just finding ways to lie at this point, so it's probably not going to be the best relationship.
It was a little bit awkwardness at the cooking class because I said that we are just friends.
Why'd you do that?
Obviously, she took it as offense.
Why? Why would she do that, Bozo?
It's fair standpoint.
Is
She's
it?
so dear to me.
Oh.
I appreciate her, but I also don't want to make huge step into the dark.
You say that before someone flies halfway around the world, thinking you're in a relationship, so you're going there to grow this relationship, not to be a buddy and figure out if it's worth it. Like, this guy, I don't know if she's got to be sending him money, right? That's what it is. She sent him money, she's bought him things, whatever. I want to say she said she did before, but I can't remember exactly because, drug brain, hey, what are you doing? You're an addict. You don't have the best memory in the world. Sorry, ex-addict. I'm clean. Hey, happy 8 years on October 2nd, by the way. So happy about that. But It's ridiculous what we're even talking about here, because I'm pretty sure she was sending him money. If it wasn't admitted to, I'm going to go out on a limb to say she was sending him money, because why the hell else are you doing this whole, I'm friends, let's see where this goes? I mean, if you're not attracted to her, it's fine. Everyone has their preference, but don't string the girl along. I mean, she is all about you. She could not be happier to be there. Like, she is all about you, man. So be a human and let her go then.
I didn't bribe you enough. Is that what it is?
This is sad.
Thank you so much.
This
Thank
is
you
just
so
sad.
much.
She's trying to get him to stay there. Like, she thought he was going to be staying there, but she also admitted that she didn't actually have that conversation, which she probably felt like she didn't need to, because they're in a relationship. He's just probably going to stay there, but now it's really awkward.
You
What
are such
You are a very, very sweet girl. You. I leave.
Okay. Thank you once again so much. I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, and
Bye.
I appreciate it. But not a kiss, not a hug, not a damn high five, not a handshake, not a nothing. He said, I appreciate you. You crazy one. I leave. I go. Okay? What on... Oh my God. This should be like, call as soon as he leaves. You know what? I'm good. I'm going to actually have a vacation. I'm going to figure out some things to do, and I'm going to go home. I'm good. You go hang out with your mom, whatever. This ain't going to work out. But instead, she's probably going to string this along and be like, oh, well, something's there. This is not going to end well. I say that a lot, but not many of them end well. So in my defense, I have a good reason to. Now, Tigerlilly and Adnan continue to have problems because he gets more and more possessive, more and more crazy, and she seems to act like she's surprised because she didn't even do a little bit of research on the religion that tends to be a little more controlling. Now, not everyone that's a Muslim is a super controlling person, but historically, the religion itself tends to be a little more controlling. And she didn't even do a little bit of research, or maybe he did just lie to her. I don't know. It didn't make it seem like that was the case. It made it seem like she was like, well, it'll be changed when we get married. It'll change all right. He's going to get worse. And that's what happened.
And he didn't understand what the chiropractor did.
They break
he
backs.
went on social media and sent you this video saying, do you want me to accept this?
Look at this guy.
The girl's bent over. The guy's
so
like kind
he's basically saying because of positions, and he sends her a YouTube video of a chiropractor cracking the back of a girl, and it's like, look at this. Look what he's going to do to you. He's going to bend you over and do bad things. Like, my God, man. I mean, this dude has got to be the most insecure. I understand to an extent about, like if you're friends with your ex and stuff like that, it's a little odd in a relationship. It just is sometimes. Maybe it works for some, but it's a little odd. That's not what this is. Every male she comes into contact with is like, he's going to try to sleep with you. You can only have this with your husband. That is, you got out of a controlling relationship to this. You got out of one to go into an even more, and now you're still trying to do backflips to justify it. Lady, you're headed for disaster again. But yet, she's trying to, I don't know, get pregnant. So that should be interesting.
When I finally talked to him, he was having breathing problems and dizziness. Like, he literally went into the hospital.
You know what that's called? That is called absolutely no man. Did I take his man card? I give it back, I take it. I give it. This dude... You know what? He doesn't even have a man card because he's like 23 or something like that. Like, I get it. You're a legal, you're a legal adult. I get that part of it. But you're not acting like a man. You're not acting like someone who can be a person that is there for their wife. Instead, you're trying to control everything and throwing a tantrum, going to the hospital because she said something you didn't want to hear because you were trying to control her. I mean... My God, man, you are no man. You are a little child. I have some choice words for you that I won't say in this video because I try to keep it pretty clean. But if I saw you on the street, then I might have a man-to-man talk with you and tell you what kind of you are actually being.
They're having some difficulties seeing eye to eye.
A lot.
And now she's going to go and she wants to have a baby. But they need to get their situation straight before they start procreating. I feel that they really do love each other.
Okay, look, no. Love each other or want to control each other. Like, or infatuated with or whatever, but love, I don't buy it for either of them. I think she was trying to find something fun after being in a bad relationship. I think he doesn't really know what a real relationship is. Maybe infatuation is the best way to put it. Love, no. But I do agree with him on bringing kids into this when y'all can't even get your own stuff together. Basically what she said is, I'm going to visit him, and this is when we need to start trying to do the baby making because we only have so much time and I'm getting older. She's not wrong about that, but you shouldn't be rushing to have kids because you're getting older when you don't even have your relationship in order. You rushed to get married, you were an idiot for doing that, and now you're trying to rush to have kids and bring a child into this volatile situation. Not a good idea. Think it through. You didn't before. Never a good idea.
Like a steamy shower photo.
Tell me how that's okay with everything he's said.
It's like, oh gosh, he would kill me.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. He absolutely would. But no, you are going to... why are you posting pictures of you getting out of the shower anyway on all over social media when you're a married man? What the are you doing? Unless you don't care that you're a married man and you just want to do what you want to do while having a wife. Like I said, he's probably going to take another wife anyway, so that could be fun. But of course, he tries to do backflips, and this text exchange happens. He says, "My love, I am a man. The chest is not forbidden to show in Islam. It doesn't matter. It's disrespectful to your wife." I mean, yes, the chest is not forbidden to show. You know, I get that. No, you can walk around, I can cut the grass with my shirt off, whatever the case may be. But the fact is it's not right. It wasn't just that. You were sending a picture coming out of a shower with, your shirt off, no clothes on, whatever you were doing. And now you're going to say, but it's okay in Islam. Like, all right, well, there's a lot of stuff that's okay in Islam that probably a lot of people would disagree with. So there's that.
She can going to a woman doctor. It's not a big deal.
Talking about the chiropractor. It's not a big deal. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Why make a problem?
Why do you make a problem? He's talking about how he had to go to the doctor because his blood pressure went up because she was going to a male chiropractor. Yeah, dude, oh my God. I don't know how bad you think you look, but you look like no man. Like I see no man in the backseat of this car. Look, tell me, it's like a Find It photo. Where's the man? Nope, you don't see him either? Exactly. There is no man there because you are a child at best. You are a little boy, if we can even say that much. The fact is now you're saying, why do you make a problem? Why don't you just go to a girl? Why are you making a problem? Like, this is no accountability. This is child behavior. This is what you're dealing with. She needs to leave. I don't know why she's still there. Just leave. Just don't talk to him no more. Ghost him. Do whatever. But you're going to bring this idiot into your kid's life? Come on. Now, Loren continues to be a douchebag, and Faith is the one that's catching all the flack, but Faith has decided to share a little bit of the background about the family.
Move in Manila alone, and...
Oh, by the way, 13 years old also.
I work hard, and I finish high school with my own as a working student.
Faith is broken, and Loren is going to destroy, just absolutely destroy. Like Hurricane Loren is going to come through there, and Faith is going to be even more broken. What happened was Faith's dad passed away when Faith was young, and then the siblings apparently had to go work. Well, Faith went to Manila when 13 years old to send money back home. This is a tragedy of a story, and yet Loren's going to come in not having any kind of plan and try to just be the reverse version of someone trying to come over there and get a green card. Like, he is a worthless piece of human debris. Let Faith live the life that Faith wants to live. Instead, you're there to destroy. This guy has no business being with anyone. The STD spreading man whore that he is.
And I imagine she's probably going to tell her family about the cheating and the STD.
I hope Faith does.
Totally understandable. I get it. But it doesn't show me in the best light.
Why the hell would it? Because you're a piece of garbage. That's what you are. This guy right here is probably, he's under Renee, but he's running for the top spot for the biggest piece of garbage that this show has ever seen. And it's not even close. Those two are just light years above everyone else. This guy has no business being with anyone. All he's doing is causing people pain. That's it. And to work 3 or 4 jobs like he claims he has, but to have absolutely no money, be homeless. Clearly he's got habits that he doesn't want to talk about. Obviously he's got a problem with random sex, STDs he didn't even know about. So is he the proper person that Faith should want to be with? I would not think so. Now, Brian actually guilted Ingrid into bringing the parents over, which only one shows up, and then he wants to do what Brian does. See if you think you know what's actually going to happen, because I'm guessing you can probably guess.
I thought I was here to meet both her parents, so I'm a little disappointed that her father's not around.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I get the fact that he has to work and he has responsibilities, right? But I can't help but to feel that he's totally avoiding meeting me.
Why? Why would he be doing that? Why possibly? Huh?
From what I heard from Ingrid, he probably has preconceived notions about me because of my disability.
Oh, there he is. The worthless piece of victim garbage that is Brian strikes again. And let me tell you, I cannot say or I cannot play every clip of him trying to be the victim because of his wheelchair, but he does it quite often. Every time something doesn't go his way, it's, they must be looking at me different because I'm in a wheelchair. You know what you do, Brian? You stop trying to act like everyone's out to get you. You stop taking everything personal. Every time I have mentioned to someone that I'm an addict, that I have an addiction in my past, you know what they do? They look at me with mistrust. And you know what I do? I'm like, yep, I get it. And that's different because you know what's not happening with you? They have a reason to mistrust me because I was a mistrustful or a distrustful person, or I was not able to be trusted when I was an addict. So I get that. They do not have, 9 out of 10 people are not looking at your wheelchair like, he's not a good person. You know what makes you not a good person? The way you act, the way you try to play the victim about everything when you are the one that put yourself there. So accept that like you claimed to do in the beginning, and then move on and actually do good things with your life like you also claimed to do, instead of living in the victim mentality, which is what you're doing now.
Went over her mom, and usually I'm pretty confident in my talking game. I could talk just about to anybody.
Oh, you think that? He's full of himself.
I'm just getting stonewalled here, and it's very difficult to.
You know why? You know why you're getting stonewalled? Because she doesn't like you, because she's getting bad vibes from you. But you know what he says is the reason? It's probably the wheelchair. Look at this guy. He's a caricature. He's a joke. He is a joke. What was your first impression? Nothing good. To tell you the truth. She don't like it. Damn. She straight up snubbed her nose and said no. Not really a reason. But you know what? Okay. You know what? I'm like, you know what? Maybe she will come out and say, I just don't like the chair. That's the reason. She gives an explanation, though, and I'll give you a hint. It's not because of the wheelchair.
It is really crazy to think that somebody would have the audacity to say that I'm not going to eat at the table with you guys.
Because why?
I mean, it was the reason for the meeting. It was
no, you know what the reason for the meeting was? Because you pushed Ingrid over and over and over, so she pushed her parents over and over and over till the mom reluctantly finally came over, but she doesn't want to be there because she doesn't agree with certain things. Again, is it the wheelchair? No, it's not. You know what? It's not the wheelchair. We'll hear what she has to say in just a second. But the fact that he's like, the audacity. Nah, the audacity of you piece of human debris, for the way you act, for the victim mentality you play. Stop doing that stuff, acting like the world owes you something because you messed up and got yourself in a predicament where you are paralyzed. It was your actions. We have to accept responsibility, but he doesn't. Instead, he wants to blame everyone else because everyone's looking down on him for the wheelchair.
Então não posso responder para você. Porque eu nem eu sei.
Listen, hold on, listen. There it is. Is she put off by people in wheelchairs? See, again, he cannot grasp. This is the narcissism of this guy. He cannot grasp that there's any other reason for someone to not like him because he's great at talking to people. He's great at all this. He's great at he's personable, all this. He's great at everything. But it's gotta be the wheelchair. That is a person that has a complex of some sort, that is so narcissistic, that is so full of themselves that they can't get past the fact that maybe they are not making a good first impression. Maybe they did something wrong. No, not him. All right. What upsets you so much? You won't accept him. Look, they ask her straight up. Is that he's in a wheelchair? They're like, you know what? He says this all the time. The producer's like, we're gonna ask her straight up.
Não tem preconceito, não tem nada a ver, não.
Nope, no prejudices.
Não é preconceito de nada, não.
Nope.
Mas que ela vai arrumar outro lá do
There you
outro
go.
país pra casar?
Why does she need to date or marry someone in another country? And you know what? This is the problem. One reason why she doesn't like him, he goes in there or he says to her, well, why don't you, she might need to come and travel with me to the United States. You were telling this mother that her daughter needs to come see you in the United States and leave the country that she's lived in her whole life. And oh, by the way, it's probably not going to sit well with parents who are like, why can't she just be with someone here? Why does she have to move so far away or travel or do all these things? But no, he can't see that part because no, he does everything right. Everything he does is right. This guy, look, he has no business being with anyone, just like a lot of these people, until they get their own stuff straight. But a personality like that has this huge God complex, thinking, why would they not like me? Then that's something that you really got to work through in therapy. And you got years of that crap before you ever consider being with someone. So Miles finally decided to tell Matilda that, oh, well, they're not going to get married on this trip. Now, things change a little bit because, originally she wasn't getting the hints. But this turns out, I was a little bit wrong on this one. Turns out that he might have been being more dishonest than was led on.
I'm on
Saturday.
Yes.
5 days. You didn't tell me
5 days.
anything about
Reasonable.
About us not getting married. Did you tell me?
Reasonable.
When I got here.
100% reasonable. Her saying, you've been here 5 days and you didn't say anything to me. That's reason. Even if he had dropped hints before, not saying anything for 5 days being there, she's got a point there. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her for being mad about that. All he kept saying is, I can't find the right time. Well, the right time never came until you just kind of said it, and now you're in this predicament.
But Niles, there were plenty of times when she was planning a
Good
wedding.
point.
And you were talking to her that you didn't stop.
Yes, 100%.
Wait a minute, I told her now, hold on, Matilda. I'm not there to plan this wedding yet, so...
What? Okay, listen. Now, I was all about when he's like, I dropped hints. Now he's saying, I straight up told her. Listen.
Can't happen on this trip.
Uh-huh.
It just doesn't go with what you told me before, Niles, which is you told me that you knew she was planning a wedding and that you had not expressed to her that you weren't ready to get married yet.
So you lied. Oh my gosh. So exposed as completely lied that he was riding with this thing out, leading her along. And now he's the producer. It's got to be egregious when the producer comes to you and says, Niles, that is not what you told us. And then he's got to be like, well, and then he justifies it by saying, well, sometimes makes me, not to be entirely truthful. So you lie is what it is. Look, you're autistic. Okay. Get it, you deal with some things, doesn't make it okay to just lie to people. So in that instance, you were wrong, 100% wrong. I still think she's just trying to get to the United States, but guess who's wrong in this one? You messed up. How are you going to do that to fix it? Are you going to try to make it up to her now? Because you ain't got the money to do the marriage. So, my man, you need to get it together. These couples have no trust, have no communication, and half the time they don't even have chemistry. So why are we here?
The bride always gets married very soon after the knocking ceremony.
Ruh-roh.
So waiting months till Niles coming back will be breaking the tradition.
So he basically said, I'm going to be a part of this knocking ceremony where you basically get the formal proposal with all the family. It's different culture, different things. But she's saying that usually you get married pretty quickly after that, and that can't be the case with him. So I don't know how this is going to work. Plus, he's got to sell himself to the family of, well, we're not going to get married, even though I led her on to make it seem like we're going to get married, which, by the way, is a completely different thing than it made it seem like before. So I guess he is just a liar, like I said. But you know what? Like I said, I was wrong. I was wrong about him. Still think he's a fun guy, but a liar fun guy. So I'm not going to be hanging out with him anytime soon. Either way, he's got to sell himself to the family, and I just don't think that's going to happen. So it should be fun. The train wreck is going to be just disastrous over the next couple episodes. I'm telling you, we have them who's got to deal with the whole marriage fallout thing. We have Vania, who's got to deal with the whole, oh, we're just friends kind of thing. We have the Renee thing, who is just going to be like devastated if Chidi finally says, get out. Oh my gosh, it's insane. But I am here for it, absolutely. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much, and I will see y'all next time.